Let's turn this down. Where's the top to this bottle, Gizmo? I gotta play my intro. My husband gonna have to finish the. You can't get comfortable. I said, since we talking about the Orishas, let me pull out my leggings, because you know I ain't been wearing my leggings and stuff like I'm supposed to. Because I guess y'all done forgot who I really am. Why is this not working? Who you barking at now? You been barking at everybody today. What's going on with you, partner? I don't know what's wrong with Gizmo today, y'all. We just gonna ignore him. He having a moment. He been having a moment all day. I don't know what's wrong with him. He been barking at everybody. So, why is this phone moving so slow? Why is this phone moving so slow? Because y'all know I got to... If my hair looking a little crazy, it's because I put this curling stuff on there. And y'all just gonna have to... Let's see who is here. Hey, Lana. Perfectionist Nails by Tisha. Oh, I did get something to do my nails. I'm about to do my nails. I don't know what that said. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Lady Hathor. Hey, Nico. Out of Space said the title had me shocked. Hey, Phoenix. So let's get into this video. It's enough people to get into this video. So let me go so I can find this comment. Let me see. Where is it? I don't think it's in here. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find... Oh, Lord. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, I should have saved it. Please don't tell me it's gone. Because I really... Oh, here we go right here. Here we go. It's not going to play the video, is it? No. Okay, so I had a comment. This is the comment. One time I was researching Oya, and it felt like I was being suffocated and choked. So I closed the book and never done any research since then. I was sad about it, but I don't know. I'm a very spiritual person, so my soul is yearning for a relationship. So, let's try it. This is a book. Let's see. Where does it talk about Oya? Let me see. Let's see. Oya is on page 30. Let's go to page 30 and see. Uh, Or y'all ain't on this page. Y'all done lied. Or y'all ain't even on here. She on page 32. They see her page 30. Okay, let's see if it'll work. You wanna go in your house? Why you going in there? You got something in there? Oya is the Orisha of winds and hurricanes. Will y'all stop? Will y'all stop doing leaving these type of comments and having these type of, I don't know what's your, what happened? What could have happened for you to read some words a off of printed material and say that an Orisha tried to choke you or suffocate you from some words? Obviously, an Orisha that you have no knowledge of because you're seeking knowledge, and you left a message for someone that knows, has experience with, been initiated to, and you said that an Orisha can suffocate you and you can get the feeling of choking from some printed words. For one, you have to ask yourself why. Why would that even happen? If I mean, come on, let's use our brain here. Why? Why would Oya do that? From you trying to gain knowledge or you trying to have an understanding of who the Orishas are. Why? What would Oya have to gain from choking you or suffocating you because you are reading? You're trying to gain knowledge. You're trying to understand the Orishas. You're probably trying to form a relationship. So why would she suffocate you and choke you? You know why? Because you have listened to people who are trying to scare you from what is technically ours. African traditions, voodoo, hoodoo has been a religion that they have always tried to scare you away from. And you have a fear. You are living in fear. Are you that scared of the devil? When you out here fornicating and sinning and lying and cheating and doing all, do you have that fear that the devil is gonna choke you? No, you don't care. You don't even have that level of fear from God when you sin. You don't even have that level of fear that God will choke the shit out of you when you out here lusting behind a man on Pornhub and on TikTok looking at all of these. You don't even have the fear of God, but you out here thinking that Yah is gonna suffocate you and choke you because you reading a book. Stop talking to me, okay? Try that kind of stuff. And I don't know what it is with me and people that don't know me, like people are always coming to me with these elaborate stories of things that have happened between them and the Orisha. And then at the end of this elaborate, crazy story, they will ask me, can they help? Can I help them get closer to the Orisha? Well, you done already had dreams. You done already teleported. Oshun then bought you a purse. You and Oshun then went shopping. She done sat at the foot of your bed. Y'all done had tea and crumpets and honey. And you know she like honey, girl. So yeah, I had some honey and I gave it to Oshun. And then me and her went to Forever 21 and she bought me this yellow dress and these cute gold earrings. But then can you help me find who my Arisha is? Well, girl, after you done been through all of that with Oshun, you should have asked her. You done had a whole day out with Oshun. Y'all and you done had dreams together. Y'all done made cupcakes. You done went to fire wings. Y'all out here having the bestest of time. Like y'all besties. You and Oshun besties. So why then do you come to me and ask me, well, can you help me find my head, Arisha? No, I can't help you find nothing, girl. You got a best friend in Oshun. You got a friend in me. Why you didn't ask her? Y'all done went out together. You done danced naked under the full moon and everything. And you couldn't ask her who your head Arisha was? Because, see, like, if I'm on first name basis with any Orisha, if I have any questions, I'm going to go to the source. I'm not going to go out and have a whole day with Papa Legba, meet him at the crossroads, meet you at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. Feed him, give him corn. Yeah, I gave him this offering. I did this. I did that with Papa Legba. And me and him cool. And I be smoking cigars and all this. But then you come to me and ask me, so what should I do? I'm just out here trying to show you how crazy you out here looking in these streets. Because you're not impressing me not one bit. You're not impressing me by telling me that you didn't have these dreams, you didn't teleport it, you didn't, spun upside down, you didn't went to the moon. You're not impressing me because you have not went to the mat. You have not been formally introduced to the Orishas. You have not had a reading. You don't know who your head Orisha is. So you can't impress me with all these dreams and tokens of appreciation and all of this stuff that you say you're doing that I know you're not doing. And if you're doing it, it's just that. We all have dreams. I had a dream last night that I had lost, and I don't even own a red purse. But honey, I had a dream last night that it looked like it was like in a banquet type setting, or I had went to somebody's house for a party, and one of the people that was there is somebody that I don't like in real life because I feel like she took some money from me that, and I'm still feeling a certain kind of way because she misrepresented herself, but this person was in the dream. So I don't know whose house it was. I don't remember that part, but I know we were sitting down getting ready to eat, and I had sat my purse and my jacket. Well, it was like a little shawl thing that I had wrapped around me. I had sat it in this chair where I wanted to sit. And I had got up to go do something, and when I came back, someone was sitting in my seat. So I was like, "Oh, excuse me, but my purse and my jacket was here." And she was like, "Oh, like, oh, okay, well, whatever." So I was like, "What did you do with my purse?" And she was like, "Oh, I put it on the floor." So when I looked on the floor, it was just all of these boxes up under the table where, everyone was sitting. It was just all these boxes just full of stuff. And I was, going through these boxes looking for my purse. And I know my purse was like bright red. So I felt like, I could move some things around instead of having to take everything out of the boxes to, try to find my purse. So I'm on the floor digging and looking for my purse. And a few people were like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm looking for my purse. She took my seat and she put my stuff on the floor and I'm looking for it. So one person, kind of like stopped what they was doing to try to help me find my purse. And everybody else was just, doing what they was doing. Like they didn't care that I had lost my purse. And all through this dream, I'm on the floor digging through these boxes looking for my purse. And I woke myself up moving one of the boxes because it was like, people around, and I was trying to like pull one of the boxes like closer to me so I could look through this particular box. And when I moved the box, I must have like really jerked myself in real life. And I woke up. And when I woke up, I was like, you know how you wake up out of a dream and you're looking around and then you realize, oh, okay, I'm in bed. Uh, because I was like, am I still there? But I was like, oh no, I'm in bed. And then I got up and I went to the bathroom. And when I was, in the bath using the bathroom, my mind was still like, damn, I had really lost my purse. And I hate that. Like, I hate the thought of losing my purse. So, so today, when I had went to Big Lots, I was holding on to my purse like I'm not trying to lose my purse. You know, But dreams are just that. All dreams are not, oh my God, you're going to lose a red purse. I don't own a red purse. For one, I don't own a purse that is completely red. We have some people, believe in symbolisms in every dream. I don't take all dreams as you're going to lose your purse. But your mind will still kind of hold on to, certain things. So when I went out today, I was like holding my purse a little closer to me than I normally do. But it wasn't even a red purse. It was just, one of my regular color purses. But still, every dream that you have about the Orisha is not that Orisha speaking to you or telling you that they are your head. Because if you have not been formally introduced to the Orisha, it just don't work like that. Dreams are just dreams. Maybe you went to bed thinking about that Orisha, or maybe, you know, in your subconscious mind, you do want to learn more or research. I'm not saying that that should stop you from doing research, but I am saying just because you have a dream about an Orisha does not mean that that is your head's Orisha. And if you're not going to do things correctly, you're not going to do them the appropriate way, then you will never have a relationship with the Orisha. Because you're not going to skip over certain things. There are certain things that have to be done. And you can't skip over those things. And some of these things you cannot learn from a book. You just can't. The books are only going to go so far. And if it's a good book that you're reading about the Orisha, it's going to tell you. that there are things you're not going to get from a book. You can only get it from firsthand knowledge of practicing the religion. That is the only way you're going to get it. So, if you feel like you got choked out by an Orisha just from reading a book, maybe this ain't for you. Maybe it's not, because if you tripping that hard off of something and you was reading, that's like reading a romance novel, and when they get to the sex part, you have an orgasm. Now you might, who am I to say you can't? But with the Orisha, or you turn up pregnant, right, right. When the person in the book has, that part, and they turn up pregnant, you pregnant too. I'm not saying that you cannot have dreams. You can have dreams, but the Orisha are not gonna choke you. Uh, is this on my mom? What? Why y'all didn't tell me it was something on my mouth right there? I don't know. Something broke me out though. So if it's something right there, ignore it. The Orishas are not gonna choke you out because you're trying to learn about them. You're not, you're not that sensitive. You're not that sensitive. That's like reading a book about becoming a pilot, and then you start flying. Is that going to happen? No, it's not. You can read as many books and be as interested in the subject as you want, but you're not going to have a direct consequence from reading a book. That's not going to happen. I don't care how sensitive you are. I, I've been reading all of my little pamphlets that came with my exercise equipment. I didn't get skinny. I'm sensitive. I'm super sensitive. Spiritual and everything. I put my hand on the paper and everything. I didn't get skinny. So I want y'all, now I'm being real. Right now I'm being very, very sensitive. Serious. Stop doing this. Stop thinking this. Get this mindset. You're not. No one is that sensitive to where words from a book will choke you, or what did she say? Suffocate you. It's not going to happen. I don't even stop. Okay? Don't even think it, because it's not happening. And the Orishas don't, there's no reason for you to be afraid of the Orisha if you are doing things correctly, if you're trying to learn. The Orisha don't just hurt you. They're not that, that's not their plan. That's not their design. They're not here to hurt you. You're not doing anything wrong by trying to gain knowledge. There would be no reason for them to hurt you, is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Even in voodoo, when you are doing things incorrectly, the loa is looking at you like they don't know no better. I'm not even going to waste my time. Like, we put human traits on deities. We even do that with God. Like, we make God petty because we petty. God don't have time to be sitting around being petty and hurting people because of how we feel. Our mindset is totally different from God's. Our mindset is totally different from the Orisha. Yeah, they give the Orisha human characteristics. That's so we as humans can relate to them. That was why God sent Jesus. So we would have somebody to relate to because he was human. He came here in a human form because we were human, and God felt, okay, well, they'll be able to relate to him. They can't relate to me because I'm so far away from them that it's hard for them to relate to me. But they can relate to Jesus because he came here in a human form and he walked the earth like a normal person. So we do, that has been done with the Orisha also. They give them a human form so that we can relate to them as people, but they are still deities. Their mind is not like ours. They not out here being petty with us. Now the relationship that they have with each other, like the relationships that Oya and Shango and Oshun and Yemiya have all had with each other, seems like, human type relationships, and they've been petty and dirty, and done things with each other, but that's them. When it comes to us, it's different because they look at us like their children. So you're not gonna hurt your child, right? Like, you're not gonna be out here being petty. Well, you may be petty with your child, but you only gonna let your pettiness go to a certain level with your own child. They're not going to hurt us. They're not here to hurt us. They're not going to choke us or suffocate us or, do something like that to us just because we're trying to gain knowledge and we're trying to read a book. So stop. Don't think that because it's not happening. No matter how sensitive or how spiritual or how enlightened or how many times she's astral projected, because y'all be into these people. So all they got to do is say, oh yeah, I astral projected. And yes, when I go to sleep at night, I astral project. I don't sleep. I'm asleep when I'm dead. I'm up all night flying through the air and checking on other countries and stuff. Y'all, when you all you got to do is hear somebody who makes their situation a little bit above what you feel like you doing, and then you're looking up to that person. Like, somebody probably read that comment and was like, oh my god, girl, she choked you, she tried to choke you out, girl. Then you must not be her child. You must be a child of Oshun because she jealous of you, girl. She was hating on you, that's why she tried to choke you. That's that's the kind of stuff that I would, see the person who wrote that comment looking for. Yeah, girl, really? She tried to choke you, girl? I heard about that. I heard about it, girl. But I never in my 57 years thought I would meet somebody that it happened to. Girl, bye. Maybe you ate too much. Maybe your acid reflux flared up while you was reading and you needed to take some Mylanta or something. Girl, go get you some Mylanta and throw some holy water on it and bless it or something before you take it. If you getting choked out reading a book. Okay? That's what I need you to do. Girl, I'm not trying to astral project either. I ain't trying to. You want to astral project? Take some ambient. You'll be projecting. That was the only time that I flew. Um, was off that ambient. I took some ambient one night and I flew all over my whole bedroom. When I woke up that next morning, I had never been so tired in all my life. I was flying, I was hitting the ceiling, but I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave my room though. So I didn't leave the house, but I was flying all over the bedroom, hit the ceiling and everything, girl. I was super tired. That was the first night I took Ambien. It scared me so much that I didn't take it again for a while. But that's the only time I astral projected was off some Ambien. Now all this other stuff that y'all be doing, I don't know. Like flying to other countries, and I don't know about all that. And I don't want to do it. Like there's no reason for me to fly to another country. Like you're going to fly to another country and do what? Are you helping people during your astral projection, or are you just projecting? Because to me, if you're not helping someone and you're not doing anything productive, then what is the need for you to be doing it? Because I never hear that part of the astral projection stories. All I hear is I be flying and I be doing this. Well, what are you doing when you're doing all of that? Nothing. So I'm not impressed. I'm just not impressed. But hey, if that's how you want to live your life, flying around, then more power to you. Yeah, it seemed, yeah, I don't know, girl. It seemed kind of weird to me. I don't know who was suffocating her, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Oh, yeah. So Lana said, I've had contact with ancestors through dreams, but only when I communed with them before, and that was when I was a child or a preteen. Well, of course, we're supposed to have dreams of our ancestors. That is our direct bloodline. When my mother passed away, I had dreams of her. We always dream of, relatives and stuff. That's normal. And some of that is our subconscious mind missing them and wanting to see them. Our subconscious mind is, especially if you are close to that person, our subconscious mind is begging basically to see the person again, especially if you miss them. So yes, you will most definitely have dreams of ancestors and you know people that you may have known that passed away that you had a very serious connection to. When I was in high school, I had a friend of mine was passed away unexpectedly, and I had dreams of her, but we were very close. We were really good friends. So yeah, that is normal. There's nothing wrong with that. So Lady Hathor said, Oya has aggressive energy, but she wouldn't choke somebody for no reason. All of the Orishas have aggressive energy. There is not one Orisha that does not have aggressive energy. Oshun has aggressive energy. Oshun is a warrior. Oshun is a fighter. We just show Oshun as this beautiful, sensual woman, but Oshun will knock your whole head off. So every Orisha has aggressive energy. They none of them are to be played with. None of them. Oshun included. So Oya is not the only one with, aggressive and aggressive type energy or a destructive energy. All of the Orishas have them. So that, like that's not That wouldn't be a reason either. Because if that's true, then if you read about Oshun, she'll choke you. If you eat the wrong food, that you eat a food that Oshun don't like, she'll choke you. So you can't use that as an excuse. Lana said, yes, I totally feel like my subconscious mind led me to my ancestors. I was in foster care and was separated from them, but the love was strong. You're totally right. Yeah, and maybe they felt like at that time that they came to you, you needed them. Maybe they were there to give you a message, to tell you to be strong, to tell you to, you know, hold on, keep doing what you're doing. We're there to help you. You know, you have to look at the dream and see um, what was going on in your life at the time and what was going on in the dream. Nico out of space said I had a dream that I was at a mall and I was laying down in the middle of the floor doing my hair and everyone was just walking around. See, dreams like that to me just, it's just your mind just putting stuff together. We all have dreams. In half of the dreams, we don't even remember because they're not even worth remembering. Like you sitting in the middle of the mall doing your hair is just as random as you having a dream of you just walking down the street and nothing spectacular happened. You're just walking and minding your own business, and no one else was there to bother you or anything. Sometimes, we just have really random dreams, and sometimes our dreams are. When I was a little kid, I used to have this reoccurring dream of me falling off a cliff. And I would always wake up, because when you fall in a dream, you normally startle yourself woke because you're flailing and you will normally wake yourself up. And I used to tell my mom about the dream, and my mother told me that if you have that dream and you hit the ground, you're going to die. Because that's what the old people always said. If you fall off a cliff in your dream and you hit the ground, you're going to die in real life. So I would always, in the dream, try to force myself woke before I hit the ground. I've never hit the ground, so I don't know if that old saying is true, and I don't want to know. So that was one dream that I had reoccurring as a small child. And then another one I had was I was choking, I would be choking off of what looked like carrots, chewed up carrots in my mouth. And I would be choking, and in the dream, I would be trying to knock these pieces, I would be spitting out these pieces of not completely chewed up carrots, and I would always, wake up. But I had asthma as a child, and usually the asthma would bother me at night. And I don't know if, when I can't remember because I was really young when I used to have these dreams. I don't know if, if that was a way of waking me up because I was wheezing or, what was going on. But yeah, I did have a few reoccurring dreams as a kid, and when I became an adult, they stopped. I haven't dreamed about falling um, probably since I was like 11 or 12. I don't have those type dreams anymore. And it's very rare that I have a dream that is scary or a nightmare or anything like that. I don't have those type of dreams either. I mean, but I do like pray before I go to bed. Um, you know, every night I do pray before I go to sleep. I do, keep myself pretty clean spiritually. I don't have a lot of negativity in my life, so I don't feel like there's a reason for me to be having um, nightmares. I think people who have a whole lot of nightmares, they have nightmares because they're not taking care of themselves spiritually. It's something going on in your real life that you are afraid of, and it is manifesting itself when you go to sleep. Something's going on that's, causing the nightmares, and you have to find out what those things are, get to the root of it, and kill it, and then you'll sleep good. I sleep good. Now, every now and then I have a crazy dream, like looking for my purse, and I was frustrated. Do you hear me? I was frustrated. Like, yeah, losing your purse or losing your phone. That's two things you do not want to lose in real life. So I definitely um didn't want to lose my purse because I knew my phone and everything is in my purse. My inhaler, my house keys, all that stuff is in your purse. Like, yeah, you don't want to use that, lose that. So Phoenix said, I used to dream a lot foreshadowing spirits and demons when I was in church. I've never ever dreamed of demons. Um, I've never been a person to have the mindset that demons can touch me because I've always felt like I was too close to God. I, for what? That was something that I never even wanted to entertain. Like, it's certain things in my life that I don't entertain, and I feel like if you don't entertain it, it can't touch you. Why would I entertain demons? I don't want to deal with them, so why would I even, entertain them in any way? I don't want that type of stuff in my life, so I don't entertain it. Some people go looking for things, and then when you look for it, it's got you. I ain't never one looking for no demons. I don't entertain them, so they don't bother me. That's how I've always. Hey Jack, that's how I have always looked at things. If you don't entertain it, we used to go looking for Bloody Mary. We looked for her. We was calling her as kids. She wasn't calling us. We was calling her. We would hold up a mirror and call her name. Just like, what is it, Candyman? You got to call them. You have to summon these things. I don't call them. Now, I used to call them when I was little because, when we was little, we didn't really have a concept. Like, we just thought all of that was fun and games. So, yeah, we would do stuff like that to see if it was really going to happen. Would I do that now? No, because I don't play with people that I don't know. I don't play with the Loa. I don't play with demons. I don't entertain that kind of stuff because that's, for one thing, I'm not even interested in that. I don't want to deal with you. If I even think that you could hurt me, I don't want to deal with you. If I don't call you or knock on your door, then don't knock on mine. You shouldn't. And so far, I've been here 57 years. So far, I ain't had Nan knock on my door. And I want to keep it like that. Yes, when I was in church, my dream activity was crazy. I never had demonic energy in the dream, but I did have sleep paralysis once, and it felt demonic. But that was my limited thinking. I've heard a few people that I know have had sleep paralysis, and I think that I had it once, but I couldn't tell if after it happened. I couldn't tell if I was asleep or woke. You know what I mean? Like you don't know if you're like, that thin line between being sleep and woke is very thin. Like, so I don't know if I was really still asleep or if I was completely woke and something really happened. You know how sometimes you wake up from a dream and you're confused and you have to like sit there for a minute and be like, and then you're like, okay, yeah, I'm woke. It was a situation like that, and I just let it go. If it was, it was. I don't care because that's not, one of the things that I would sit around and tell other people. Like I'm not gonna jump on somebody's um video that was talking about sleep paralysis and type this lengthy comment like, yeah, it happened to me, girl, and yeah, and I was asleep, and then all of a sudden I was paralyzed, and then this demon tried to take advantage of me, and I know it was a demon because he was not. I'm not that person. That's not me. Phoenix said, I hear people talking about a hag riding your back, but mostly southern people. Girl, I ain't heard that in a long time. Lady Hathor said, I remember 5 years ago, I dreamed a Grim Reaper knocked on my door. It scared me. I'm glad it didn't mean what I thought it meant. Yeah, I've never dreamed of the Grim Reaper. I mean, like, of course, sometimes I've had crazy dreams, like maybe after watching a real scary movie or whatever. But then if it happens after a certain situation, then I don't take it serious because I think that it's just my subconscious mind, tapping into or replaying something that it saw on TV and just like adding you instead of one of the characters, it adds you into that situation. So I don't worry about that. Lana said, for me, it like I was conscious, but my physical body was asleep. So ultimately, it felt like pinned down, but awoke. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it didn't feel like that for me. No, that was what it felt like. You awoke, but you couldn't move. And I was like, but the weird thing was when I looked at the room that I was in, it was pitch black. And when I woke up, the room wasn't pitch black. Like we don't have blackout curtains, so there was some light coming into the room. So I was like, well, maybe I was dreaming. Do you believe that certain foods can give you bad dreams? Like they say, pork gives people nightmares. I do. I do believe that certain foods can give you bad dreams, and if you go to bed on an empty stomach, I believe you can have bad dreams from that because your digestive system is working. You go to bed with a full stomach. Your digestive system, like everything else, is trying to go to sleep. Like when you go to sleep at night, your whole body tries its best to go to sleep and rest. But if you go to bed with a full stomach, your digestive system has to process that food in your stomach. It's not going to go to sleep until it does what it's doing. Your brain is trying its best to rest. At least get a little bit of rest, even though, of course, if your brain shut down, that's it. You out. But your brain will try to shut down other, areas of the body so that you can rest. And if your digestive system is up working extremely hard at night, I do feel like you can have, weird dreams. And I think that the heavier the food you eat, the harder it is for your mind and body to really relax the way that it's supposed to. I don't think beef or pork or, whatever. I don't think that one is any worse than the other. Like some people say that pork will do it more than chicken or anything else. But if you go to bed with your stomach full of fried chicken and you go to bed after you done ate a 4-piece from KFC or something and all that grease and everything is trying to be processed in your body, I don't think it's any different from going to bed on a steak. You're just going to probably not sleep as well as you normally do. So that's why it's best to, if you have to eat something at night before you go to bed, like try to eat some fruit or something like that. Unless you have, diabetes or something, and the fruit will raise your glucose levels, and you're not supposed to have fruit before you go to bed. Eat what you can, but just eat something light. Don't go to bed on a 4-piece because your body is going to have a hard time processing that, and you're not going to sleep as well. Or alcohol. If you go to sleep drunk, ain't no telling what kind of. Now, that's when you're probably going to have some crazy dreams. If you go to sleep drunk, or high or whatever. Yeah, you're going to have some dreams that are not the best. She said, "Yeah, I had a pitch black feeling. I feel like it's because it's dark and our eyes are temporarily paralyzed. When we sleep, our eyes are not paralyzed. You haven't seen people that their eyes are moving around up under their eyelids when they're asleep, or people who sleep with their eyes open. Our eyes aren't paralyzed when we go to sleep. Some people eyes are constantly moving and blinking and everything, and they're dead sleep. My stepson would sleep, his eyes would be like this. And I could see his eyes moving around, like his eyeballs. I mean, it wasn't like constantly moving around, but every now and then you would, see the eyeballs moving. Your eyes are not paralyzed when you go to sleep. You moving. Your body moving, everything. You're not paralyzed, girl. Your eyes out here doing all kind of stuff when you go to sleep. Your eyeballs be moving. We're moving when we sleep. We're not paralyzed. Our whole body is moving when we're asleep. That's why you sleep in different positions. You turn over. You do all kind of stuff. A lot of people sleep with their eyes not completely closed because they're not paralyzed. We're moving. Your eyeballs moving and everything. You ain't never seen a baby When they sleep, you can see, sometimes you can see their little eyeballs moving with their little eyelids closed, but they're asleep. Our bodies are constantly moving. If your eyes were paralyzed when you were asleep, when you would wake up, your eyes will be completely dry. Your eyes are constantly moving because they have to stay moist when you're asleep, because you're not, you don't have the ability to constantly be blinking like we do when we're woke. So your eyes have to move around at night. You're not paralyzed. Your eyes moving, you just don't know it because you sleep. Yeah, and girl, edibles, no, not ever again. I had the worst experience. I would never do that. I can't even imagine what type of dreams you have on edibles because of how they affect you when you're woke. Drugs, alcohol, certain foods, sugar. If you eat too much sugar before you go to, and now I know this for sure because I used to be really, really bad about eating gummy bears or what's them other things? The Sour Patch Kids or something before bed. Like for some reason I went through this phase where I was wanting candy, something sweet before I went to bed. Now I stopped this because I noticed that I would have restless leg. If I ate candy, if I eat too many sweets before I go to bed at night, when I lay down, I have restless leg. The nerves in my legs are just firing off like crazy. And that is my body trying to process the sugar. I stopped doing that because restless leg ain't no fun. When you trying to go to sleep and your legs are, firing off, and I noticed that that is the only time that it happens. When I stopped having sugar before bed, my restless leg went away. Thank God, because it is so, like, you have to literally now this is one thing that I do. When it did happen, I would get up and walk around, like walk out of the bedroom, like walk around the kitchen or whatever, and then come back and lay down, because they say what that does is your blood starts to circulate and move around a little bit better than it is doing when you're laying down. You're helping it to circulate a little bit more, and that kind of stops the twitching. But Lord, I had to stop that. I stopped that stuff quick when I realized like what the correlation was, and once I stopped eating that sugar, it stopped doing it. Okay, Nico, I need you to stop getting high. Okay. Nico said, I went to bed too high and dreamed I was on a roller coaster and jumped off of it and started flying into the sky. It was really crazy. Yeah, that sounds crazy, sweetheart. Um, Leave that alone, okay? What's going on in Philadelphia right now with, um, I guess there's a certain area in Philadelphia that has a very high percentage of people who are doing drugs. Is like really, really bad. And I guess it wasn't going on like that before, but it is now. I mean, it's real bad. Like, people have been making YouTube videos about this area in Philadelphia. My Wi-Fi must not be connected because I'm having major problems. Are y'all? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me okay? Is it okay for y'all? because, but it may be the Wi-Fi because I don't think I'm connected because I think my husband had to change the Wi-Fi thing, and I don't think I'm connected. Can somebody tell me if y'all can hear me and stuff? It says the Wi-Fi is on. I don't know, but it's having problems. Um, we're gonna talk about one more thing, and I'm gonna get off here because we're almost at our. Oh, okay, we're almost at our limit. So, Beyonce was the first black woman to wear the Tiffany, I think it's called the Herkimer diamond, and Tiffany's did a photo shoot with Beyonce and Jay Z, of course, with Beyonce wearing the diamond and she doing a homage to what's the chick, the white girl that's is it Coco Chanel? I think so. She did a homage to her with a nice black silhouetted dress with this beautiful um, I don't know how many $1 million this diamond is worth, but Beyonce was the first black woman to ever wear the diamond and do a photo shoot with the diamond. And of course, the diamond is yellow. Um, I think Lady Gaga wore it, and I'm not really sure what other celebrities wore it. But Tiffany said that they picked Beyonce and Jay Z to do this photo shoot because of their love, and they feel like they're, I don't know, child, something, they said to make it sound good. But it's just interesting to me that a diamond that came from Africa, that Tiffany's owns, they have only allowed one black woman to wear it. I mean, the diamond is, if you like diamonds, the diamond is, it's pretty, but aren't all large diamonds pretty after they're polished and, you know, go through the process? Because a diamond in its natural state, none of the crystals in their natural state come out of the ground beautiful. They all have to be polished and shaped, and they all have to go through a process before we will say that they're pretty, because most people don't even like the rougher looking crystals. We only like the crystals once they have been polished and they're shiny and they're smooth and they're pretty. So, of course, it's going to be pretty. It's a big diamond, it's a big shiny object, and we love shiny objects. And Beyonce's pretty. We consider her pretty, and that's probably, here we go again with pretty privilege. You see that they didn't let any other black woman wear it. Any other black, no other black celebrity has had an opportunity to wear it. And they put in the article that Beyonce was the first black woman to wear this Tiffany. Tiffany just recently started even allowing black people in their print ads. Black people wasn't, y'all can buy it, But we don't want your face on it. The same with Louis Vuitton. They just recently started putting black people in their print ads. Y'all can buy it all you want. You can come and spend your money, but we don't want to look at you in the magazine. We don't want your face all in the magazine and stuff. I don't want to open the magazine and see you. Mm-mm. But Beyonce has pretty privilege. Of course, she's attractive. So you don't mind opening up the magazine and you see Beyonce with this beautiful diamond on. And people said Jay-Z looked like what was the little doll in Cynthia? Ain't the little doll named Cynthia? The rug the little ain't the little doll named Cynthia? Everybody was saying that Jay-Z looked like Cynthia. He's just sitting there because he's in one of the pictures and he's sitting in a chair and with a tuxedo on and them dreadlocks going every which direction, and Beyonce is standing. uh I think the super chat funk thing is on, sweetheart. I'm not really sure. I think it's on. I can see it on my phone. And Beyonce is standing. Let me see if I can find the picture. Beyonce is standing there, uh, with a nice dress on. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Yeah. This the picture I saw. And I think that is a um what is the one? Oh, thank you, Angel Fairy, Angel Feather Fairy. Thank you. I think it is called an homage or something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But she has the diamond in the front in this picture, but there's another picture of her because the dress has a deep V in the back, and on that picture they put the diamond on the back. So the diamond is like, laying against her skin. And it's just this black V dress and then, the diamond. So it says Beyonce becomes the first black woman to wear the iconic Tiffany diamond. So it is 128.5 carats. And I don't know if this article says how much the diamond is worth, but it's in the millions. It's in the millions. Audrey Hepburn. That's who she. Oh, they ain't gonna let me read the whole article. Well, forget y'all then. Oh no, it is. Yeah. So I was trying to see, did they say how much it costs? I know it is in another article. It does say how much. Um, Oh, okay. Let's read this part right here. It says Tiffany and Co. said it will donate 2 million towards scholarship and intern programs for historically black colleges and universities. There are institutions of higher education in the U.S. that were established before the Civil Rights Act of 1964 that were intended to serve the African American community. And y'all, let me show you how young this Civil Rights Act is. It was signed in 1964. I was born in 1964. So black people were still fighting for civil rights when I was born. So I'm not that far away from it. Okay? I'm really not that far away. Like I missed that whole struggle by very little. But I mean, I was pretty sure it had to have been, like Beyonce had to get something out of that for her to, want to be the face of Tiffany, because Tiffany has had their, I don't want to call them racist, but, you know, their whole campaign has always been basically white. So I figured there had to have been something in there for Beyonce to do it. Right. So Phoenix said, I just thought it was interesting because Besquat, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, was anti capitalism. And to have them in an ad for a company that profited from blood diamonds, and that's exactly what that was. That's definitely blood diamonds. Because that diamond came from Africa. That diamond has a huge history. And to be owned by a company like that, and they have held on to that diamond, and it has been precious for Tiffany for years. Oh, it's pronounced Basquiat. Okay, thank you. Yeah. I said there's got to be a story behind this, or either Beyonce is getting something from this or something, because Beyonce doesn't normally, do stuff like that with companies like that out in the open. Because, Beyonce, like, she, of course, has done like for Vogue and, magazines and stuff, but that's different to me. That would be like Beyonce taking pictures with a whole bunch of Louis Vuitton uh, merchandise. But the older heads for a lot of these major companies, like, of course, the owners of these major companies, they have died off. Those owners are dead. The founders of Louis Vuitton and a lot of these major companies are deceased. And it's being run now by people that are younger and more progressive. So, a lot of the things are going to change. And Tiffany should have been changed. I mean, I still don't think that Tiffany is a company that a lot of black people really support anyway. Like, we do like the return to Tiffany, like necklaces and bracelets, but like their diamonds are extremely overpriced. I mean, everything at Tiffany's is overpriced, but the diamonds are extremely overpriced, because I have a return to Tiffany um, necklace and bracelet that I rarely wear. Like, I don't wear the bracelet that much because it got scratched, from me wearing it, and I, don't want it to get messed up. I gotta see if they can, buff some of those scratches on the back off, because I don't like that. But the necklace, like, I don't even wear it that often. I do, take a notion to wear, but I did get it for my birthday. Like the necklace I got for my birthday and the bracelet I had got for like Valentine's Day or something, something real special. But my husband knew that I really wanted those two items. Like I had wanted those items since I saw the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's. And I saw that when I was, young. And I was like, oh, I wonder will I ever get a blue. That's one of those really girly girl fantasies that I had. Will I ever get a blue Tiffany box? And I did. So, that's that. Now I don't want nothing else. Yeah. Like diamonds is not my thing. Like, my engagement ring is a citrine. I told my husband I didn't want a diamond for our engagement ring. And the only reason why I have a diamond in my wedding ring is because I wanted a set. Okay, so I have two engagement rings. I have the engagement ring that came with the set, and then, the wedding band, and then the engagement ring. They're a set. I wanted a set. So I got that. But my original engagement ring is a citrine. It's not a diamond. I didn't want a diamond. I'm not I'm not into diamonds specifically for that reason because I don't feel like, I feel like the hype that they put around diamonds is just like unnecessary. I don't think that, they're all that is hyped up to be. And to me, there are other stones that are just as pretty as diamonds. Like opals are just as pretty as diamonds. But it should be your choice of what you want. If you want a diamond, get a diamond. If you don't, tell your man you don't want no diamond. I mean, for what he's gonna pay for a really big diamond, like you could put that as a down payment on your house, or buy you a car, or get your washer and dryer, or your refrigerator when you move into your house. Because 9 times out of 10, your house ain't gonna come with a refrigerator. Like this one house that we looked at recently, when we this was the one that we our offer was accepted. And when they accepted our offer, the seller was like, oh, you're not getting nothing but the stove. All of the other appliances were taken. So they took the refrigerator, the dishwasher, the washer and dryer. They left the stove, and that was it. So we ended up pulling. We didn't pull our offer for that reason. Like we pulled our offer for another reason, and I think we're going to. Me and my husband are going to do a video about that situation. But yeah, why you want to start your, like people are getting married and you go into your marriage in debt over a ring? It's ridiculous because there's too many other things you're going to need, when you move. If you're not going to move into a house, you're still going to need things for your apartment. You're going to need furniture. You're going to need apartment insurance. You're going to need a car. So why would you go into debt over something that you're going to wear on your hand? Like I have to take my wedding ring off now because I gained a little bit of weight and my finger got chubby. So I don't even wear my wedding ring every day. I don't want to get it resized. I'm really praying to God that I lose some weight and it'll go back on and fit like it used to. How do you know if your man is husband material? Ooh, girl. Now that's a whole video. And I'm about to get off of here. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. That's a whole video. I can't answer that in just no one, that's a whole video to itself. a whole entire video. Girl. Because wait a minute, I was watching TikTok. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna leave. I was watching TikTok and this young man said he had a whole scheme. He said, and I know he was talking to the men, but of course everybody was listening. He said, "This is how you be a hobo sexual." And to me, he's just saying, "This is how you be a bum. You go over to a girl's house the night that you know she has to go to work. So I guess you're going to go Sunday night or whatever because you know she got to go to work Monday morning. You give it to her real good." He said, like you lay it down. You give it to her good, like you wear her back out and all this kind of stuff. And then you go to sleep. And then you're hoping that she go to sleep and then you go to sleep. And then he was saying, yeah, you sleep and then, when she get up for work in the morning, she just let you go to sleep and then she leave you at the house and then you just don't go. You just don't leave. When she come back from work, you still there and you just, I guess wash, rinse, repeat. So you think that when I get up to go to work, I'm going to leave your no job having behind in my house? You y'all doing that? Y'all get up and go to work and let a man lay his dusty tail up in your house while you working? That's what we doing? Now it's bad enough that you let the dude drive your car, drop you off at work, and then he keep your car all day and he riding around the city and stuff. Cause you know what? My son, they used to do that. Like the girl, he would take the girl, take her to work in her car, and drive that car around. Come on, mama, you want me to take you to the store? Drive. He had a car though. He wasn't a bum. He did have a car, but he wanted to drive her car. He'd take me to the grocery store, take me wherever, and we ride around in her car. And she at work, and then he, dropped me off at home. And when it was time for him to go pick her up, he go pick her up. So now y'all done graduated to letting the dude stay in the house while you working and then you can't get rid of him? No, no, no. You're not. You're not staying in my house while I'm working. You sure ain't. I don't care how good it was. When we get finished, you got to go home. You go home the same way you got here. Because I'm not even going to pick you up to come over to my house. You don't have a car, we don't have no fun. So you either come over here, you Uber, you bus, you BART, however you do it. But when it's over and done with, you can rest and you can go and take your shower, whatever. But after you take that shower and you dry off and you dry your little hair, because your hair got wet, I ain't gonna send you out there with a wet head because I don't want you to catch the death of pneumonia. But after you get dry, I need you to call you an Uber or hop on in your car and go on home so I can go to sleep and get up and go to work in the morning because I don't want to deal with you in the morning. So, bye. Bye. The only people that sleep here is the people that live here. So, I need to know for sure that y'all not doing that. And there was women in the comments laughing. Every woman in the comments of that video should have been like, you a damn lie. You a lie. This will never happen. Or that must be going on in your dreams. Because this ain't happening in real life. I don't want nobody to be dumb enough to still be doing that in 2021. So he out here calling himself a hobosexual, which I guess is a cute name for a bum. Bum. You a bum. That's what you are. You're a bum. And you're looking for someone to get over on. When he got finished, honey, you let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Because you sure ain't going to sleep here. You ain't going to sleep here. Oh, I didn't play that. I had a nice way of getting dudes up out of my house. When I was young, I go get my pit bull and bring him in the house. Oh, that dog gonna stay? Yeah, he stay right here. All right, well, I'm gonna get ready to go. All right then. I would go in the backyard. I would put my clothes on, go in the backyard, and get my pit bull. Come on, Dog. Come on in the house. And Dog would come right on up the stairs and sit at the door of my room. Like, is it a problem here? We having a problem? And yeah, they would get up and get their coat and get to stepping. You don't sleep here. I'm not running no shelter. So you need to go sleep where you laid your head at last night. Because you ain't gonna lay your head here. And I need y'all to stop that. So yeah, honey, we will surely talk about how you know what she say? How do you know if your man is husband material? Honey, we will talk about that tomorrow. You ain't staying here. You definitely not gonna sleep here. The only way you were sleeping at my house is if things were serious. Like, it's good. Like it had to be good between us. Good. Other than that, I need you to go home. I got to look at what's going on with this brother Polites because I've been seeing a lot of stuff, but I haven't really gotten into it. So I'm going to I'm gonna look into that. Thank you, Angel Fairy, Angel Feather Fairy. Girl, come back tomorrow so we can talk about that. Cause I think that'll be a good topic. A good topic. There go my girl Tina Tina. Hey Tina. That's gonna be a good topic. Okay? Because sometimes I feel like some of the younger generation, there is a disconnect. Like, where y'all aunties and grandmas at? Why is this not a conversation that your mom, your auntie, your grandma, your older cousin, or somebody is having with you? There is a real disconnect because some of the stuff that I see going on, like some of the things that I see young ladies posting on TikTok and some of these other social sites, I'm like, where they mama? Where they mama at? Because if they had a mama, this just wouldn't be going on. I'm like, it ain't no mamas or grandmamas and aunties out there my age. I mean, yeah, like we can be out here because I'm on TikTok. I be TikToking. Now I ain't gonna let y'all leave me too far behind. I be out here TikToking. But when it come to real stuff, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna be out here letting no man use you and treat you like dirt. Have you letting some homosexual take advantage? No, not my granddaughters. No, you're not. If it was my own son, I would tell the girl. I did eventually tell the girl too. You know, I be riding all around in your car. I told her, girl, don't be letting this boy drive your car all day. He riding all your gas out and stuff. And then when he pick you up, you got to fill the tank up and stuff because he done been all over town in your car and took me to Target and the grocery store and everything. But she was so sweet. She was like, "Oh, I don't care if he takes you to the store. I love you." Okay, girl, but don't be letting these boys do that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. So, where's the grandmas? They got to be out there somewhere. So we'll talk about it tomorrow, child. Phoenix said, "Hell, they probably watching their moms and grandma do the same thing." With I don't know, child. Cause I do be seeing some older women on TikTok. They be out here doing some, they into all that cougars and these older women trying to be cougars. I don't want nobody's child. Not nobody's young child. Like my husband is somebody's child, but he my age. I don't want somebody in their 20s because the majority of them are still ignorant. Not ignorant, ignorant. And I don't have time to deal with that. Oh, honey, I can't pronounce your first name. But Ankh Afro Root Witch, that's a lot going on, girl. Ankh Afro Root Witch. Ooh, that's a lot. Tina said TikTok and body, honey. These older women be out here doing a lot on TikTok. Now I'm just getting used to it, but oh, okay. I got Afro hair and I'm a witch. I got Afro hair too. I don't really know if I still want to consider myself a witch. I kind of retired that title because that title has such a negative connotation. We're going to talk about that one day too. So I've been on here for 93 minutes. We about to go, y'all. Come back tomorrow. Um, Around about the same time. And we're gonna talk about the how we know the man is a good man. We're gonna talk about men tomorrow. And I talk to y'all about my husband. I like to throw in good stories and stuff. But I'm gonna talk to y'all about some of the duds too though. Cause every one I had wasn't good. Cause I was 20, 19, 18 at one time. And I'm not going to say that the men were totally different back then, but I think the respect level of men in the 80s is totally different than the respect level for some men that we have in the 2000s. It was different. I'm not really going to say that every relationship I was in was bad. I think the some of the men back then just had a different mindset than some of the, younger men now. At least the ones that I've dealt with. The ones that I dealt with did. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Y'all know I still ain't set up that MacBook yet. I think I'm gonna do that tonight, and hopefully try to get my StreamYard situation back up and running. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Thank you for coming. Bye.